me.
Oh wow! We've just hooked the freight train. Hi guys, Ado here. Welcome to our two-part Barra special. We do some fishing on private property for big barramundi, then we take a visit to the Coral Coast Barramundi farm just north of Bowen. Hope you enjoy. Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Keepin It Reel. Today I've got one of my best mates here, Tony Shanks, or Pumpkin, and his young fella, Brock.
We're very excited to be here. Can't wait to see if we can catch a few barramundi. Pretty keen to do a bit of freshwater stuff. Not very experienced when it comes to freshwater barra pumpkin, but I'm going to give it a good crack anyway. We'll see how we go.
And that's it, you know, the weather recently has been pretty hard. It's blow the dog off a chain, so we're going to give a crack in the freshwater. Like I said, we're on private property here. We've got this beautiful little lagoon behind us. There's some big tarpon, there's some big barra in here. You know, I'm looking forward to giving it a crack. What do you reckon, guys?
It's going to be very exciting. I think we'll give it a good touch up.
I'm shaking, I'm excited.
What do you think, Brock? You keen?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We're keen. Let's do it.
Right, okay.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Right, here you go first, Pumpkin. Oh, look at that one out there, Hadrian.
Yeah. We're starting to get a lot of starting to get a lot of movement now in the water. You can see the tarpon starting to surface. So I'm using a popper. Let's see if we can get them a bit excited, you know, and get some surface action.
Let's see if we can get a ride out there. Let's watch. See if we can cast it where the action is.
Oh, that sounded good.
There
That's
we go.
where you want to be. Oh, yes! See that? I'm only using light gear. I've got a kilo line, and he's just taken it right at me feet. There's a big drop off along this edge here, and that's where they're hanging. Like I said, I'm actually after tarpon. Oh, he's taken me into the snags. Oh no!
Get him out. Gonna get him, mate. Here, Brock, you hold this, bud. You hold this, I'll see if I can get him.
And this is the problem with light gear.
He didn't want to. He doesn't really want to come out, that fella, does he?
No.
He's not very keen. You got that? Oh, I hope you Christ, you got that! Thank Christ it's not me this time! What have we got here? Where's he gone?
There he is.
He's gone on the other side of him.
Yeah. I can pull him around.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we got him.
There you go.
We got him.
There he is.
No.
Oh, no, he didn't want, he's not real keen.
He's still got a bit in
He's still
him.
got a bit of ginger.
So I'm only using kilo line. I wasn't expecting this.
Nice. Beautiful.
About my third cast. And I nearly ended up in the drink.
Nice little fish. There you go,
Actually,
mate.
can I get him?
Yeah, get him
that
hooked
hook
out while you're going. Because that wouldn't look very good in my thumb. Oh, that's me. Oh, that's me again.
He's only just
there you go.
There we go.
Oh, he's a healthy little specimen, isn't he?
So this is one of the little barra we got, about third cast. Beautiful, fat, healthy fish. Undersized, of course. You know, these guys have got to be 58 centimetres, but it's a bit of fun. Great fun on light gear, so great start. So hopefully we get a few more of these guys. We'll give him a bit of a swim. There he goes. He's away, unharmed. Bit of a drama to get him, guys, But that's fishing. That's what brings me back tomorrow and the next day. Fish like that, not a big fish, but great fun. You know, I'm punking along with me, one of my best mates. You'll see him time to time on the show helping us out. This is what it's all about.
I think that popper's going to work well, mate, because it's going to stir them up a little bit.
I think so, yeah. Just that continual popping will get them excited. And I worry throwing, you know, these this light gear in places like this, because there's always that chance there's a big fella sitting out there.
Yeah.
And I've got 1 kilo line.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fishing a little bit heavier than that.
Welcome to Coral Coast Barra Farm. We're about 30 k's north of the beautiful Bowen in the northern end of the Whitsundays. It's a little bit tropical out today, storms in the background. Days like today I'm out chasing barra, but today we're going to get an insight on the behaviour of these fish and the people that look after them around the clock. I'm here with the Coral Coast Farm Manager, Justin. Justin, how are you?
Yeah, good, Adrian. Thanks for coming.
I'm excited to be here, and you've got to excuse me, guys. I keep looking this way because there is some really big fish here. So I'm a bit distracted, but Justin's going to tell us a bit about the farm and about where we're standing and the massive barra I'm looking at the moment.
Yeah, so Coral Coast Barramundi, we're in Bowen in the Whitsundays. We farm barramundi mainly for the market in Australia for restaurants.
Yep.
So we sell 900 tonne of whole barramundi a year. It goes to Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Adelaide. All the high-end restaurants have our barramundi on their menu. Part of growing the fish as well, we supply fingerlings and baby fish to reach stocking groups, and they put them in the local dams in Queensland so people can go fishing like yourself. All the blokes that like going to catch a METRE barra in Kinchin Dam and Crossapine Dam. A lot of those fish have come from our farm and grown up in the dam so people can catch them.
Yep, and that's got to be good coming from a manager's perspective, going, yep, our fish, the good quality fish are ending up in these impounds. The money we pay for our permits goes to purchasing these high quality barra.
That's right. So every year the restocking groups ring us up with their order. We ship them out to the dams, chuck them in the dams. That's say 100 mil or 200 mil long, 10 or 20 centimetres. And then they grow up in the dams, and as you know, there's some monster barra getting caught at the moment out of Kitchen and out of Rossi. So yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Yep. So tell us a bit about where we are now and what these tanks are here that we've got.
Yeah, so this is our breeding centre, our broodstock facility. So this is where our mums and dads barramundi all live. We look after them here and we manipulate the light and the temperature to trick the fish to thinking it's summer whenever we want. And then they'll spawn in the tanks on their own, nice and happily, and produce eggs for us to hatch out and then grow the baby fish.
Yep, and I'm noticing it's quite humid in here.
Yeah.
It's just that the beads of sweat. I don't know if it's the humidity or I'm nervous with the big fish that are here looking at me. So, but is that part of it, that humidity and the temperature?
Yeah, that's right. So here we've got full control of the environment. So we want to mimic the wild environment that the fish want to spawn in. So all the fishermen know barramundi in the wet season, they're really keen to bite when that barometer's dropping and a big rain event's coming.
Yep.
And we try and manipulate and hit that here on the farm. So we have the water nice and hot, around that 29 degrees C, and the day length's really long. So we want to give them 14 hours sunlight like a summer day,
Yep.
you know, so they can spawn naturally for us on the farm.
Yep. Do you notice any changes or the behaviours with the fish, even though on the farm, with drops in the barometer, because it is really important for the barra? Personally, I like when it gets really sticky, sweat running off my forehead, there's a storm brewing in the background. That's the time I like to go chase these fish.
That's it. Our best time of the year for growing the fish is summer when it's super hot. Like I say, just before the rain, the fish love to really come on the feed, eat a lot of feed and grow quickly.
Yep.
And like I said, it's amazing. These adult fish in this shed here, they know what the moon cycle's doing even without being able to see the moon.
Yep.
So you'll see them improve their condition and want to be ready to spawn around full moon. And yeah, that's in the shed where they've got no idea what the moon's doing outside.
That's incredible, and
Yeah.
it just shows you the instinct and what's bred into the fish.
That's it. Yeah, thousands
Wow.
of years of evolution, they know what's going on.
Yep, and that's right. These fish are thousands of years old.
Yeah, Aussie icon, isn't it? Really?
It's a big Aussie icon. Hi guys, it's giveaway time. We have one of these beautiful Keepin It Reel tumblers, handmade by Babu. Stainless steel, holds 475 ml of one of your favourite beverages, either hot or cold. So we're giving this away to our YouTube subscribers. So to be in the draw for this awesome tumbler, It is a Keepin It Reel tumbler. We got the fish scales on it. It's very unique. It's a one of a kind. All you have to do is like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Follow us and you'll be in the draw for some of these great prizes up and coming over the next couple of months. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in this beautiful little freshwater lagoon. Starting to get a lot of surface movement happening now. There's some nice big tarpon in here that are starting to break the surface. Trying to stir them up, and this is a little guy I got that little barra on, little popper. It's one of my whiting poppers I use for whiting. Great little lures, tarpon love them, so I'm trying to get them a little bit excited at the moment. They're breaking the surface. The best thing about the tarpon is when they break the surface, you know where to cast that lure. You can put that right down their throat. And then when they've gulped for their air, they'll leave a bubble trail. So it sort of makes it a bit easier for the fishermen. You've got the Polaroids on, and you'll actually see what direction those fish are moving. So exciting fishing. It's exciting watching them hit the poppers on the surface. They get aerobatic, great fun. You know, bit windy to be outside in the big boat, so a great way to sort of spend the afternoon. Beautiful spot, relax, chill. Let's see if we can get one.
Be like me, look at me, I look like I'm on holidays.
What's that?
I've seen some barramundi come up near me lure, but I pulled it faster so I don't have to work and pull them in.
You're after those land barra. Don't worry, I did it early on. I was after the tree barra.
That was a better cast, Anthony. Oh, there we go, there. I'm just trying. He's tiny, he's very small, mate.
Very small?
Oh,
Fish is a fish.
It's a small.
Why'd you lose him?
No, he's still on there. He's still on there. Oh, the first
tarpon.
one. Tarpon. Oh, no. There he goes.
Yep, lost him.
There's a retrieve. See, no slime. We're going to call that a slime-free retrieve.
That's the way.
Yeah.
And that's the best bit about this fishing. You can see where they're swirling.
Yeah.
You can throw the popper or the lure straight on their swirl.
Probably oh, that was a nice strike there. Nice strike.
That was a nice fish. That was a very nice fish. See, and what's happening? Pumpkin's casting right over to the bank in amongst those snags. He's dragging that lure all the way across, and the fish are striking right at our feet. That was a big barra, wasn't it?
Yes. I had a feeling that barramundi had that little bloke on its back with a red coat on it. That was a pretty big one.
It's exciting.
With a number 6 on it. He was a fair size barramundi.
It was a nice barra. That was a really good barra. So now we're really starting to get some movement here as the sun gets later into the afternoon. We're starting to see more and more fish come to the surface. I've changed to a 3D soft plastic mullet with the good vibratail. We're getting some barra actually follow these fish up, the bait's up. They're chasing them, so they're hungry. So there's a good chance, hopefully we can nail a few more of these fish before the day's out. But we're going to give it a good crack. We'll see how we go. There's a lot of snags and rocks over here. I'm trying to get this soft plastic as far over to those snags and rocks and work those hiding places for the fish and work every corner I can and see if we can actually pull one out.
Oh,
stickfish.
Sticky.
Not bad eating, Pumpkin. I find them a bit woody myself.
Yeah, a bit woody.
I don't know what the legal limit is on them, Bo.
Yeah.
30 centimetres?
I should know, I catch a lot of them.
there's a lot of weed starting to drag the lures through the weed. This is where your weedless hooks and plastics and lures are really good, where you can get in amongst this weed, and that's often where your tarpon and your big barra are sitting, right on the outskirts of that weed that we've got out here. If you can cast just on the edge of that, they actually sit looking for the little fish and bait fish and whatever's living in here that they're feeding on, and normally they'll nail it as you're dragging it past their nose, basically. Might go back to a popper, I think. Is that what you would do? Oh,
no, it's a tango dancer, this one, Pumpkin. Can't even make them, they're not a bad little lure.
Wow.
They got a really nice action. And there's no set way to retrieve them, but they swim sort of left to right on the surface.
It's got a really nice swim action.
Yeah, it's very like a stick, similar to a stick bait, but it's actually, well, I call them a tango dancer. It's like my old dancing style when we were at school. And you can tell by the shape I have that I was a great dancer at school. Here we go, let's see. Here we go. This time, straight in behind him. I could hear the big Barramundi doing his dinner suit up. If I was a Barramundi, I'd have a crack at it anyway, put it that way.
These Xeric live mullets off plastic got a beautiful tail action swimming. You know, as you pull them through the water, they got that real lifelike motion about them. Beautiful little lure. You know, it's getting late afternoon now, breeze is picking up, but the fish are actually starting to feed. We're getting more and more action by the minute. The tarpon are just going crazy on the surface of the water here. They're really chopping at the surface, in close to the bank. They're everywhere. They're thick, but struggling to hook one. We've had a lot follow. We had Pumpkin miss one earlier on. We got the one barra straight up, but he's actually thrown right into those swirls now. So I've changed it up a bit, gone to the Xeric live mullet. So another soft plastic, so I'm continually changing my lures to see what they're hitting. Shanksy's using the hard bodies, and I'm using the soft plastics just to see what they're actually chewing on.
Oh, that's a good right. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that was a meter. This is a nice fish.
It's a big barra. He's going to go again. He's a monster. He's the one we want.
He's a nice fish, isn't he?
I'm just playing him steady. He knows where he's going. He wants to go towards that bank, which is scaring me.
He's gonna be 900, I reckon. He'll be 900, I reckon. He's a good sized fish, mate. You'd have to say that fish is gonna be near as big as my head. That's.
I don't want to put a lot of pressure on him. I'm using about 20-pound line, and he's a nice fish. He's nodding. He's not over yet. So watch him. I'll let you know when he's going to jump, and you can feel when they're going to jump because they get up high in the water. He's starting to get up high in the water now. He's just down here. See the weed on my line? And this is going to be a photo moment. Like I said, Shanksy doesn't sing until he's in the net, so
yep, that's it.
He's peeling a bit of line off me. Oh, this is what it's about, isn't it? How exciting is it? You guys haven't even got it on. You've got a big grin on your face.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. It'd be close. I'm going to say 900, mate. I think he might be metre barra.
You reckon he'd go the metre?
I think he's very close.
He's over. He wants to go towards these snags. I've got to try and, he's up high again. Oh, he wants to go to those snags. Oh, he's liking that. He knows where he wants to go, eh? Trying to pull him out. See the swirls just here? Oh, that's nice.
That's a nice fish.
That's a nice fish.
You're going to be 850 plus, I think, 850, 900.
And how good's this?
Yeah.
Private property. And that's why we're on this, guys, and I'm fighting this fish. There's plenty of spots here in this beautiful country where it's on private property. So, don't go walking through the property. Make sure you get permission first. You probably wouldn't like people walking through your backyard. These property owners, are the same. Just show them the respect And if they do let you on their property, this is what you can get. And this is a nice fish. This is a really nice fish. He's given me the runaround. Really giving me the runaround.
I've got a feeling he's upset, mate.
He's upset.
He's upset. He's having a bad day.
Oh, it's a beautiful outfit, this.
Yeah.
Ed X. I'll tell you more about this combo later and how I come across it. But yeah, he's not in yet. He's going to take me for a walk. He's really going to give me the workout, but he's a big fish. He's definitely going to give me the run around again. I did say I wanted to stretch a bit of this line, didn't I, and get the slip off it. He's going to make me go. He's a nice. I'm going to bring him in. You can see him swimming through the water here. Oh! Oh! Bugger! He was a big fish.
That's not cool at all, mate, is it?
He's frayed that line. You can see where he's taken me through the snags there. And he's obviously got through. His gill rakers have hit it, but I'd go a metre plus with that fish. He was a nice one.
Well, now he's not in there. I reckon he was 1.5.
Anyway, that's fishing. That's why we come back. So we're in about the spot where, you know, we're mourning the loss of that nice barra I did lose. I've gone now to what it is a soft plastic, fair bit of weight in it, the sand eel. Keep working along the bank here and see if we can get any more of those big fellas. And you know, that line was really frayed, so he really did take me through the snags there. And I am still mourning the loss of that fish.
Yeah, it could only be worse than one possible way, and that's if it was on this rod. That's all pretty good so far.
But it's all good fun, isn't it?
It was a nice fish. It was a beautiful fish. It was good. It was good to watch him really perform. That was a hell of a fight, that.
He had some spectacular leaps, and that's what makes us come back tomorrow, isn't it?
That was good. That'll do.
Yeah.
We're going to let him go anyway. So.
Yeah, we weren't keeping him. He was going to go, but I did lose me $20 lure, so I'm a bit disappointed about that. But yeah, anyway, that's fishing, isn't it? So guys, this is the outfit I hooked my monster barra on that I decided to let go. He was going back in anyway, but I decided to let him go a bit earlier. I want to tell you a bit about this rod. It's the Ed X Daiwa. It's beautiful rod, Fuji guides. I've put it with the bait caster, with the Laguna 100 HDA. Beautiful outfit. It's a 6 to 12 kilo line, and brilliant. What I love about this, it actually becomes an extension of your arm. So being right-handed, having that butt be part of my arm as I lock, it actually locks into my arm. And I've done a lot of casts with this today, and what a beautiful outfit. I can't say enough about it. Great price, it's a beautiful finish. Like I said, I've been casting with it all day. My hand feels good, the wrist feels good, it's good to cast, it's got a good retrieval on it, good braking system. Really happy with this. So I'm going to use this for the barras, the jacks, to pull them out of the snags, because it is a 6 to 12 kilo outfit. I'm also going to use it bottom bashing and flicking lures on the reef, around the islands, in amongst the snags. So I've got a bit of oomph to pull the fish out. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a bit of a mention about this. Like I said, beautiful outfit.
So some of the biology of the barramundi really suits farming. So as you know, they can live in the salt and the fresh water, so they're super tough. They can live in those lagoons, they get really hot, nearly dry up, and then they can live in the salt water as well. So they're really tough in that regard. That helps us have the strong fish on the farm. They can handle being put in the tanks, in summer and winter. They can handle being netted and put back into a different tank and that sort of thing.
Yep. I'm just noticing that these fish, they're a really dark colour, so they're almost black. And the water is pristine, I can see it. It's pristine water, so why are the fish really black?
That's a great observation. So guys that catch their barramundi in Proserpine River that's really murky, or the Burdekin, they'll know that those really muddy waters produce the silver fish, even sometimes with the yellow tail.
Yep.
But the opposite happens in really clear water. So on the farm and in this tank, the water's crystal clean all the time, and they've got exposure to a lot of light.
Yep.
So their skin goes dark like suntan, like melanin. They produce more melanin, and they go nice and dark. So, you know, farm barramundi can be a bit darker in colour, but if you get dark farm barramundi, you know it's got a nice clean water.
And by looking at these fish, they are in really good nick. They're fat, they're healthy, they just look so good.
Yeah, you can see their shoulders are really thick on the farm.
And
that's what we want. We look after them really well. They've got a really nice life here, lots of good food, so they're really thick in the shoulder, and that gives us a big fillet, you know, at the other end for the restaurant.
Yep. And fish like this, I suppose that the bigger and the healthier your breeding stock are, the better the offspring. That's always the case?
That's the motto, Adrian, yeah. So nice healthy mums and dads produce good quality eggs, and then good quality offspring and babies that grow up to be nice and strong.
Yep. And I suppose something fascinating about the Barra, you might be able to dive into it a bit deeper, is that sex change they do, sort of midlife, going male to female. And what sort of size do they go from male to female?
Well, that's the tricky part. So they all change to female at some stage in their life, and it's not always at the same time or the same age. And the biologists tend to think it's to do with the amount of available nutrition and food available. If life's really easy and they've got lots of food, then they're happy to change to a girl and produce eggs that use a lot of energy to produce. Okay. So it's very energy costly to produce eggs, so they want to make sure they're big and healthy and very fit before they do that.
And this is what these fish do in the wild, guys. You can see the water's getting pumped in and it's forming a current, and the fish are laying into that current. When we're in the creeks, we're throwing our lures into the snags. You sort of throw up to the current or the way the current's coming in, and let that lure or soft plastic or bait come down with the current. So their nose is always into that run, and that's the same as your mangrove jack and a lot of other species do the same. They're sitting there in a snag waiting for that feed to come past. When you get a big school on a snag, they group really tight together, nose into the current, and they're tight. You'll see it on your sounder at times where you see snags and you can see the barra there, but this is sort of natural behaviour, what they do in the wild. We've been seeing them next to this tank for about 10 minutes now, and they know it's feed time, so Justin's got a bit of food here to throw into these monsters. What sort of food do you actually feed these fish?
Well, this is special food we make up on farm with some ingredients from Ridley's in Brisbane. So Aussie feed companies help us make all our fish food, and it's all made to Aussie standards, so you know it's good for Australians to eat. There's no hidden Ridleys or anything crazy in the feed, and the main thing is it's really good for the fish, so they're healthy and grow really fast. So here we're going to go, Adrian. I'll let you do the first one, mate.
I'd love to. This is exciting. I've got sweat beads running down. I'm excited.
So you can see here the fish are used to this food, but what I love watching is still that mouth when it puts the pellet in. You'll get to see it there. You know, how quick it is.
Yeah. And I'm seeing more with these fish. They're doing what they do in the wild, they're doing in these tanks. You know, throwing that food in, you can hear that whoop and that poof that the barra commonly, you know, what they do when they're striking a bait or striking a lure. You can see those mouths open up fully as they just inhale the pellet.
Oh, there he is!
Where's the rest of him gone?
I think I pulled him out of a uterus, but poor little bugger, look at him.
A barramundi feeding frenzy. And if you've seen a feeding frenzy, it's exciting. Yep, he's a nice fish. Really nice fish.